points, knocking the speed off. This one may be his slowest of the 4.
It's 225.359, the slowest. Average 225.519, and he is in the middle of row number 2. Lindy.
All right, Chip, as Dario rolls by us here, he's sitting P2. Not good enough for you, huh?
We want to go faster.
Well, he's been saying all week that he's really been struggling to find the speed. So what have you all done?
Well, you know, we made some changes. We kind of made some wholesale changes last night to the car, and worked out well for this morning, obviously, and today. You know, but you got to. I heard a great line from my friend Dom Prudhomme. You got to dance around to do right now.
That's very true. Now that we have just less than an hour left, what are your thoughts on this format so far today?
So far, so good. You know, I think it's great for the fans that are here. It's a great crowd here today, and, you know, they're just going to see more. Believe me, it's way far from over.
Thanks, Chip.
Alex Tagliani in the car, ready to line up just behind Hideki Muto. Roger Penske said he was concerned about you. How much more do you have in the car? Hang on, they're talking to him right now. Right now they're talking about ride height changes, and again, they actually pulled out of their pit box just a moment ago and then put him back into his box and made a few adjustments, but they definitely made a ride height adjustment. Right now they're telling him the last few adjustments before he goes in there, so I'm going to leave him alone for a little bit, and I might get a word in with Alex Tagliani here in just a moment.
All right, Ryan Briscoe next up. He will be the 8th of 9 to requalify here in segment number 2, and Ryan takes the green flag, the 3rd car in the Penske stable. His teammates are on the front row. Elio on the provisional pole, and Will Power on the outside of the front row right now. Let's see what Ryan can do.
Starts right off by going into turn 1 at 231.
You know, fellas, in all the years that Roger Penske has been coming here, you know the normal drill. Usually what he does, he comes in a couple of days before the race, is here on pole day. That's not been the case this week. Roger Penske has been here from day 1, working on top of the box with this driver, car number 6, Ryan Briscoe, that he calls the shots on in the Indy 500. I think it shows the dedication that this team has to perfection here in this pole run today.
226.621. That would knock his teammate off the front row and put Ryan outside row 1.
This lap is a little better. Should pick up a couple of tenths. 226.7.
226.797 to be exact.
You know, and I think when you see Roger's commitment to be here, as Jack said all week, and working with Briscoe, I mean, Briscoe really showed his ability and grew as a driver through last year. We knew he was good on road courses. We knew he was good on the short ovals, but what he did to grow as a driver on the super speedways last year, I mean, he showed he is fully rounded and has all the tools as a driver and with driving for Roger Penske, Team Penske to win a 500.
And lap number 3 for Ryan Briscoe is 226.519. Ryan began his career here at the Indianapolis 500 in 2005, driving for Target Chip Ganassi Racing. The next year, in 2007, he set out 2006. He was running in another series. 2007 for Deluso Dragon Racing Team, and now with Team Penske.
And as they complete their runs, in a way, Robbie, it takes some of the pressure off because you don't have to withdraw your time. IndyCar has done everything they can to encourage people to run more than once. You get another set of tires, you won't lose your time. If you crash your car, you can still run it in the race. So we're going to see, as Chip said, a lot more today.
Ryan is on the outside of the front row with a 4-lap average of 226.554. So Will Power moves back to the inside of row 2. Right now the front row is Castro Neves, Franchitti, and Briscoe.
And that is something new. It's always been historically, if you crash your car here, if you can't fix it, you got to go to the back of the field.
Right.
Yeah.
But now, if you crash your car, let's say you qualify, whatever, and you crash tomorrow, well, you can still start in that same position of where you qualified.
Of course, the reason they've done that is because right now, when the 9 have finished running, you want to be sure they have incentive. You don't want them almost to say, wait a minute, I don't want to take a chance on knocking myself out of my grid. They said, don't worry about that. We'll give you another set of tires even if you want to make another run. Just keep going.
Yeah. And Firestone has been somebody that's been very supportive of that. They said, yeah, you know what, we're more than happy to give the drivers those extra tires for this, because all it's doing is it's making it more exciting for all of us out here to take any excuses away from these guys to say, no, go challenge yourself, see what you can do up there. And that's, we all want that for the fans, for all of us.
Well, here is, I would say, the biggest surprise as far as I'm concerned. The effort turned in today by this team, Panther Racing and Vision Racing, and Ed Carpenter, who ended up as the 9th fastest and will be the 9th here to requalify in round number 2.
Well, we always knew that Ed had a great feel for the ovals. I mean, it just sticks in my mind that battle that he had with Ryan Briscoe at Kentucky last year, and just came up that short of winning his first race.
I remember that he was on a full-year program. It is, Robbie, you can speak to the fact that when you come and you do one race, it's not like you're just hopping in and you're going to the fastest place that they run, hopping in, not having run all year to make the top 9 with a new team. That's very impressive.
Yeah, and if you say to yourself as a driver, oh, that doesn't matter that I'm not running all year, I'll still be okay when I get there. No, the fact that you run with guys that are doing it week in and week out, there's just a little synergy that they have, and that's just that extra thing that you're battling, and obviously done a pretty real solid job of accomplishing it.
At all corners on this lap, he has been a long way away from the wall. I mean, let's see what it is. 224.427.
Well, when it's your only car, we heard that earlier.
Yeah.
Well, we also heard from him. He said, he had many moments and said he was working really hard in that race car.
Right.
As we just watch it from the outside in, it doesn't look like, compared to how Ray Hall was using up all the track, he's not using as much of that, is he?
Well, he knows he's guaranteed. In fact, he's, in a way, in his interview, conceded, saying, well, we're 9th.
Yeah.
So you get kind of a feel for it. And again, he can run again if he wants. Just take your time, get a feel for it. I mean, his big moment might be to move to 8th, just let's creep up on it.
Yeah, either way, you said it, Bob. This is impressive for you. You didn't see this coming, so congratulations to them.
And he will, if he continues at this pace, move up 1 spot. He is faster than Hideki Muto. Second lap was 224.599.
And he's each lap picking it up a bit. This could be 1 more tenth again, 224.6. So that's what you do. Keep giving it some power and see what happens.
1 more lap to go. Lap number 3, 224.594. Wow, 599 on the second lap and 594 on the third.
Lost a little bit in 3 and 4 that time. He had a good one going in. But again, doesn't take much scrub, doesn't take much, a little extra turning of the wheel or slipping a little bit high to make a pretty big difference.
No, just keep going back to that visual of Jack running through the house, balancing the apple on the knife. Don't forget about that.
All right, the run is complete. All 9 have requalified. Ed's average is 224.507. He is 8th quick. It is Castro Neves, Franchitti, Briscoe, Power, Tagliani, Rahal, Dixon, Carpenter, and Muto. There are your 9 right now, but we still have just about 50 minutes of qualifying remaining, and Tag is going to take another shot at it. Jack Arute, Lindy Thaxton, Robbie Floyd, Robbie Buell, Jan Bikas, and Bob Jenkins back at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on pole day. We're in segment number 2 now, and Hideki Muto is going to try it again. You can try as many times as you want in this segment. His earlier run during the second segment was good enough for 9th starting position, and so he'll try to improve.